Well, hello and welcome back to City Skylines 2 with me, Mrs. Sim Gamer. I hope you're incredibly well today. We are jumping in to the economy of the town because we are losing money like no tomorrow. And I believe this is because of a decision I made in the last episode. It wasn't a good one. And I did it out of the goodness of my own heart, but I didn't really realise the implications. I'm going to talk you through it. Now, you can see our expenses are extremely high, and it's coming from the services upkeep. If we go down to the breakdown of the services, I'm just going to get rid of that for a second. If we go down to the breakdown of the services, you can see our healthcare is immense. And that's because of the hospital I built. And this cost me over $1 million to put this down. And what's even more ridiculous is no one's even using it. Look at the patient numbers, 0. So what I'm going to do for a minute is I'm going to deactivate it. It's out of service, so it will stop charging us. We will get 10% fees to maintain it, but at least it's not the 450,000 a month when it's active. At the moment, it's going to be 45,000 a month just to maintain it as a closed building. So I've done that just for now, so that we can try and start balancing our books a little bit more. Interestingly, looking at our taxation, our residential area is where most of our money is coming in from. The estimate, it's always in estimates at the moment, is 64,464 from the residential. Commercial is just behind that with 44,510, and industrial being a lot less at 23,836. Now that will probably be down to the fact that I don't have as much industrial zoning. And office, I haven't activated that yet, I believe, in the game. That's going to be next. So our revenue from taxation is only 132,810 a month at the moment, whereas our expenses are 159. They were a lot higher than that before we closed the hospital. So we're not really, well, we are balancing the books with government subsidies ish. Our biggest issue is the services upkeep. As I keep saying to you, it's nearly 500,000. Most of that is coming from again, the healthcare, but I've chopped that back as much as I feel I can. We could pull the budget down and spend less on the healthcare and death care, but if we do that, the services are going to be worse. And I was trying to make them better, but I kind of bankrupted the city in the process. The other place where the second most expensive thing we have is the education. The education is costing us 105, but because this is a game, here in the UK, our education is free at this level, or unless you go private. So we're going to run with the fact that all education in our cities are private. So there are fees here. So the fees we're bringing in from education is 19,100. That will go up. That will go up. As population increases, as people move in, that will go up. Fire and rescue is 31,000, but that's essential. But the police side is very expensive, 56,000. But again, it's essential. If we pull the budget down, it's not going to be that great for us. So water and sewage. Now there are revenues that can be made here. We can export water, but if you remember, to trade from the last episode, to trade with other neighbouring cities, we need to purchase a tile which is at the edge of the map. Okay? I'm just going to demonstrate that to you now. Just in case you haven't watched the previous episode, this is how it works. You have map tiles. These are the maps that I have purchased. If I want to export water I'm going to need to make sure I can transport it off of the edge of the map. Now, air transport we can bring in at any point, but by very limited knowledge I have of the world, I don't believe that you transport water by air. It's normally by road, maybe by rail. You can, but 9 times out of 10 it is just the pipelines taking the water to neighbouring cities which we would sell. But to do that, we need tiles on the edge of the map, okay? On the edge of the map. Now, to transport by sea, we need tiles, again, by the edge of the map with a water tile. To do road and rail, we would need to have road and rail exiting at the edge of a tile. So we are currently here. As you can see, we are... What's going on there? Didn't know that was... We don't own that. That's not my problem. As you can see, we're pretty much in the middle right now. And I am aiming to try and get... Well, looking at this now, I was going to go this way, but I think I might go this way to expand downwards. There's the road. I think that's rail. No, that's road. So, well, if we have the road, rail, and ocean all here by going downwards rather than across, that's kind of my aim. As much as I can, anyway. As much as I can. Now, tiles cost money. But looking at this, I'm thinking how much money we're probably losing by not trading with other neighbouring cities. We are losing money by not doing that. So I might think about moving that up sooner rather than later. So you can export electricity and water. That is something that you're able to do. I don't think there's anything you do with... Oh, goodness. The forest is on fire. Fires in a forest destroy the woods, resources as the tree burns. Oh, gosh. Right. Okay. Where? Oh. Oh my goodness. Okay. How do we deal with this? Because that is not an area that we own. Let's go back to advisor. Fire and rescue, maybe? That's not helping. Come on. Can I get info on that, maybe? Okay, here we go. How... This is going to spread. So how am I going to deal with this? That is miles away from my area. Oh gosh, okay. This is going to ruin my plans completely. But we need to protect this at all costs, because this is the city's resources. 3? No, not that one. Back. Hang on. I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's do that. Select. Oh no, I don't have enough money to do it because I need the permit. Oh gosh, okay, so we're gonna have to take out a loan. I'm gonna need money for the roads. Let's take out... Gonna have to take out $250,000. Maybe even more, because I didn't even think about the debt that we were in the first place. So 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5, 6. Oh, where's the fire gone? Has the fire gone out on its own? Eh? Okay, we'll just call that a Christmas miracle, shall we? The fire's gone out on its own. That was pretty scary, though. There's no rain either, so it's not like we were able to do it by natural ways. Okay, let's skip on. Drama averted. So we were talking about budgets and things, but the other thing which is quite interesting here is production. Now, we are currently producing 47.6 tons a month of rock, and that it will be from here, because in the last episode, you remember, we put this on an area where minerals were under the ground, and we were able to do business here. Now, the best way I can show you again... No, sorry, I'm still trying to get used to everything here, so I apologise, everybody. If I look underground, does that work? No. Okay. I really want to show you... There we... No, that's not the view. If I go to build... if I go to zone and industrial... Okay, it's not showing the minerals under there now, but beforehand there were minerals underneath there. For example, here, this is groundwater. And you can... Oh, this is... I need to learn this game a little bit better, but it looks like actually we can do offices now as well. So that's going to be something we look at doing. But the idea is you can see that's a good amount of customers. Well, this is interesting. I'm learning a few things here as I go. I'm learning quite a bit as I go here. So if you see here, if I put an office down, this here is commercially good. Then in the yellowy orange is amber. So it's saying it would be like a good place to put offices. Maybe even there. Is that even enough? Probably not. Can I build offices in a small area like that? I don't know. But I've got all this space where I need to do some building, and really I need more customers. Anyway, let's go back to where we were. So we were talking about production, and because of... I'm just going to get rid of that. Because this is in an area, you'll just have to trust me, that there's minerals underneath. I could see that putting the minerals, the iron ore production, the ore production, there was a good thing. Now, we have here a number of productions which we need to deliver on. We need to deliver on wood production, wheat. That's a chicken, so that could be poultry, that could be... Oh gosh, didn't expect that. Professional progress, and we've got another 1.2 million. That couldn't have come at a better time. We're now at a Tiny Tim town. I'm going to take a picture of that. Okay, loan limits, NA mixed housing, EU mixed house. We can do vegetable farming, coal farming. We now have communications. We have a mailbox. We've got post office. Oh my goodness, there's loads of things. This is quite exciting. Let me just get my mailbox, post office, radio mast, pre-release programs, roadside parking fees. That's interesting. Recycling, speed bumps, and energy consumption awareness. Oh my god, I love this game so much. I love this game so much. But anyway, we're going to go back here. So this town has a deficit, and we're having to bring this in because we're not delivering on what the town needs. So this town needs all of these things, but we're not there. We're not delivering it. So if I was to go and have a look at materials, yeah, okay, this is going to do it. Livestock. So we're having to bring everything in at the moment. It's not good enough. Same with vegetables. Same with cotton, crude oil, metal ore. Okay, so which one have we got? We're doing well with rocks, but not anything else. So we're not doing good on the ore. Then you've got coal, then we've got oil. But you can see all the deposits under the ground. So then, I don't know what material goods is. Can I open that? This might be something that opens up as we go. Nope, we're good. Okay, so this is taking the raw products and turn them into something that is usable. So it's a bit like Farm Sim. You have your production chains. So we can make metal, and we're actually doing okay with that. Steel, again, we're doing okay with that. In fact, we have a surplus, not a deficit. Coal, we have a surplus. So if we were in a position where we were able to export to neighbours, we would be able to be making money here. We would be trading out. But because we don't have tiles off of the map yet, we can't do that. Rock, we have a surplus. Machinery, we even have a surplus for that. Petrochemicals, we have a deficit. So we don't have enough petrochemicals. Metals again, is that? Oh, there we go, chemicals. Chemicals, we're producing. There's a tiny, tiny, tiny deficit of what we need to be bringing in. Plastics, we have a deficit. Pharmaceuticals, huge deficit. Concrete, tiny deficit. I'm just going to go vehicles. We're not producing enough vehicles for the town. Just going to go back. Beverages. Oh, we're good with beverages. Now, I make beverages my high priority wherever I go, so that makes sense. There's a little bug in the game there. Convenience food, we have a deficit. Food, we're doing okay, and we even have a surplus on that, so that's great. Textiles, we have a deficit. So for there, we would need to be looking at getting cotton in. So to get this to work, because we're having to import it. So we need cotton. Can you see how on the left-hand side, we need cotton, we need livestock, and we need, is that petrochemicals? Let's go to that symbol. Yeah, petrochemicals. So that we don't have the surplus. So you can see where we don't have a surplus, you can see our processing is working. So we're using the plastics. And is that the iron ore? Let's just go back. Apologies, pharmaceuticals. So we're using those two processing to create electronics, and we have enough. We have the consumers and the services are using them, and we have enough to export. But we're not exporting at the moment. So you can see how, as a city, we are progressing. Let's go. Sorry, that's really annoying. So now immaterial. This is where it gets exciting. We also have immaterial stuff. So we need offices to do this, and we don't have offices yet. But this is software, telecom, financial, media, lodging, meals, which we have some because of the commercial, the retail side, some entertainment, and some recreational. But you can see at every point what we need to do to make this happen. So we now need the pink service, which is the offices, to make that happen. So we're going to put down some offices. Now, where do we want them? I'm probably going to keep it all in this area here. And we need some houses as well to make this happen. And we've got to do transportation. So we have got a lot to do. We've got a lot to do. So I'm going to put in a little roundabout here. Hopefully it will let me. Okay, it's going to go there. That's fine. I'm happy with that. And we're going to connect these two roads up. Okay. Now, that is on an edge, so I'm not going to do anything with that, but I am going to put offices right here. There we go. So if I put that there, it's going to ruin the landscape. So I'm going to leave that alone. This here is our medical centre. We're going to have another road coming off of this area. And I think I'm going to run this all the way down. To here. Okay. It's quite a large, vast area, which is good. This is exactly what we need. And now we're going to need some roads in between. And we're going to do a little bit of housing. But I do want to very quickly look at transportation. Now, this is an area we haven't touched yet, which I'm extremely excited about. So public transportation. Different means of public transportation offer convenient ways for citizens and tourists to move around and for goods to be delivered, which is exactly what we need. We need goods to be delivered. We're producing some. We need them out. We need to produce. We need to transport. So, well-organised public transportation decreases traffic congestion and lowers the overall cost of transportation. That's great. Passenger transportation using buses, trains, ships and airplanes for passengers lowers the cost of travelling for citizens and tourists. Public transportation makes it possible for more people to easily visit your city and bring in tourism revenue. Citizens using public transportation have more money to use on goods and services and will be good for public transportation coverage. People can quickly move where they need to go. Cargo transportation. Now this is very important. Using trains, ships and airplanes for transporting cargo lowers the cost of shipping goods and materials. This results in more businesses that are profitable, able to provide jobs and pay taxes. When the production of goods and materials is going well in the city, any surplus can be exported for further profit. Which is exactly what we're talking about, okay? So at the moment, we only have buses. We don't have any other form of transportation, just buses. So buses are the easiest way to start a public transportation network in your city. They offer citizens and tourists a convenient way to get around and decrease congestion. Bus depot. To start a bus service, you need a bus depot. The depot houses a fleet of buses and has facilities to handle their maintenance. So, bus depot. A good place to build your depot is somewhere away from high traffic with room to expand later. Depots do not need to be in the immediate vicinity of the area where your buses operate. Bus lines do not need to pass through depots and a single depot can supply buses for multiple lines. Make sure buses are going from the depot, have a road to access, which makes sense, and that it's still close enough for efficient operation. So, bus station. Bus stations work as large bus stops, and a single station that accommodates several bus lines. Stations can be upgraded and expanded to include a taxi service. Bus stations can handle a high number of passengers, but are not required to start a bus line. Bus stops. To create a bus line, you will need bus stops, which buses use to pick up passengers. Bus stops can be placed on either side of the road where you want your buses to make stops along the line. Bus stops create a short stopping lane on the road where they are placed. Okay, pretty cool. Bus shelter is an alternative to a bus stop. Shelters are more expensive to build, but provide passengers with a nicer place to wait for the bus, especially in bad weather. And we get quite a lot of bad weather here, so that's probably a good idea. So bus stop style. Changing the theme will also change the style of the bus. That's cool. Bus stops and shelters, apologies. The change is not applied to the previously built shops and shelters, so you would need to make the change all over. So bus stop placement. Bus stop placement. To make a bus line, you need at least 2 stops. Place these in locations that are convenient for your citizens. Stops can either be bus stops, bus shelters, or bus stations. Keep an eye on which side of the road you place your stops on, as it affects the route the bus takes. Stops can also be moved later in case you misplace them or wish to change where the bus runs. Bus line tool is used to connect bus stops and shelters and stations in a loop, creating a bus line between the selected stops. There is no limit to how many lines are able to be in use in a particular stop, so several different lines can share stops. Okay, so creating a bus line. Select each stop, shelter and station in the order you would like the bus line to operate. Complete the loop by selecting the stop that you started with. The line will automatically follow the correct traffic lanes. If you have stops on the opposite side of the road, the bus will turn around. And turn back using the closest available routes, which you would want to avoid. When you have completed the lines, buses will automatically be sent out from the depot to begin operating on the line. Adding new bus stops. You can add more bus stops to any line you've already created. Place 1 or more stops or stations where you wish the route to go. Then select the bus line tool, grab your existing line at the nearest point to your new stop and drag the line to stop. The line will snap to stop, and the stop is now part of the line. Stop, 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 stop. Repeat as needed to include more than one new stop. Relocating stops. To relocate a stop, close the transportation menu, select the stop you want to move. This will open a new line informational panel. I think we're just going to have to crack on because this is all very confusing until I actually do it. And my jaw is starting to hurt. Badly. Really badly. Oh, is that a train coming in? Oh goodness, that's our first train. How cool is that? I haven't actually seen a train yet. But because I'm in this funny menu, it doesn't look so cool. So let's let's turn it off and zoom in. Let's watch it come over this road. How cool is that? Plenty of tankers and cargo shipping containers there. That is mad! I love it! Yeah. Right. Okay. So, bus transportation. Says it doesn't need to be close, and it needs to be an area where there's not too much traffic. So, I'm thinking... up here out the way. Now, call me crazy, but I'm hoping this will work. I'm hoping this will work. Oh my gosh, look at that. Public transport and cargo. Oh, this is just too much excitement for me to handle. I'll be honest with you. This is just too much. Right, we're gonna hit this one here. Right, now we need to do... Right, let's concentrate. So we've got bus stations. We're not going to do that. We're going to do bus stops or bus shelters. Let's look at the difference. 50 quid, 400 quid. Okay. And what's this one here? That's taxi depot. So let's try just stops. So my first port of call is here, I think. Okay. And then maybe here. Don't want it too far down. Okay. Now, let's just look at our city map. Yeah. I think this is going to work. Not too close to the roundabout. Now, where do I want it to go? Have I got a roundabout up there? No, I don't. Can I put a roundabout there? I don't want to get rid of that building. Yes, okay, that's good. Now let's go back, because what it will do, I can bring the transport along here. Then it will go round the roundabout, and now we're going to come back down this way. Yeah, one right outside the hospital, because eventually I'm going to open that back up. Then I'm going to go outside these businesses, around the corner. Okay, now outside the schools. Okay. Probably not going to do anything here. And then we'll come up here. 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 Oh, actually, have I gone the wrong side of the road? No, that's right, that's right, that's right, that's right. That should have been this side. I hope I've got this right. I think I've messed up along the way. Gonna build another road. Okay. Invalid shape. Okay, that's not ideal. We need to use the terrain tool. Oh, goodness. That is the exact opposite of what I wanted. Oh, goodness. Okay, right. Level. No, I want to level. No! No, 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 no. Oh, my goodness. That's not leveling with it, is it? Okay, I've properly messed this up. I'm just going to pause things for a minute. The time is running away with us. If I put a roundabout there. So steep. Too steep. Oh my. How do I fix this? 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 That is actually good. I like that, but how am I going to pull the road out of there? Okay, I don't know how I've done that, but it's done. Not pretty, but I'll fix that. Bus stops. I'll put one over here, and then one back here. Okay, now, how do I do the routes? Bus lines to other cities. That's cool. Oh my goodness. I'm just so in love with this game. I can't begin to tell you. Connect to the outside. Connecting business. Oh, yeah, I'm going to need to read all of you later. I can't do all of these things at once. So now, how do I make the route? So, transportation overview. Okay, yep. Issue is I don't remember how to make the lines. So that's a bus. This is the bus station. My first stop was up here. Right. Oh gosh. Right, I need help. So, advisor. Transportation. Advisor. I'm just gonna get my mouse out. Where are you? Transportation. Public transportation. Public transportation. Here we go. That doesn't help. Right, how do I connect the bus stop? That's what I need to know how to do. There's all too much information at once. Okay. Bus line tool. Here we go. This is the one. Right. So we're going to go from here. Oh no, okay. So here. Oh, okay. Right. So that's the wrong side of the road. See, this is the issue. I'm dealing with my inability to understand sides of the road as well. Okay, so there. Oh, goodness. Waypoint there. Waypoint there. Where did I go next? I hope I'm doing this right. Waypoint there. Waypoint there. And there. We went... No, we didn't. No, we don't want to go that way. Oh, actually, yeah, we do. We're going to go up and round, aren't we? Up and round. And go here. Here. Then we're going back down this way. Then... This is where I've messed up. I'm on the wrong side of the roads. I was thinking it was England. I need bus stops this side. There. 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 I don't think I want one there. I've done them the other side of each road, there and there. Okay, let's try again. Let's try that again. Do I need to start from the beginning? Oh god. Okay. Right, let's try not to mess up. So. Around the corner. And we're going to go round the roundabout and back. Go up here. Wasn't the way I thought, but that's because I've royally messed up. Too bad. I mean, if I was driving that, I'd probably get quite a headache. Right, now where is that going to go? Back to the hospital. Zoom in here. Back up the hill. Oopsie, I messed up there. How do I delete a waypoint? Undo. Undo. That. 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 Now we're going over the bridge. And again, this is where I've messed up. Okay. We're not going to go over the bridge. Okay, so how do I... So this is the route. This is the way now. That is add waypoint, move waypoint, undo, back. Tool options, maybe? No. Can you put it to the depot? Oh, I suppose I could do it like this. Okay, so you have to loop it. I haven't done a very good job there, as you can tell, but it's my first attempt. I'm not majorly upset with myself. I just want to see the first bus go. There it goes! There it goes! There it goes! I'm chuffed. I mean, why is it going that way? I think I really messed up somewhere. Ooh. Okay, they're all going that way. Okay, that's bus line 1. Right. Where are they all going? Ah, so they're going up and going back round, because that's how I've messed it up. Okay. Wow, how many buses are going? So that is an entire city's worth, really. I mean, I've proper messed up. But we have our first bus line going. How many buses are there? 25. Okay. So what I could do is set up a different route, which isn't so stupid. Just like a school route around the residential area. That might be the best port of call. But our buses are going! Our buses are going, and I am chuffed to bits. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. It's been a bit of what I would call a lunch and learn. As in, I haven't had lunch, and I need a lot of learning to do. I also need to remember that whatever I do, everything is on the right-hand side. Whoa, there was nearly a crash then. Coming from someone who lives in the UK, I have a really bad tendency to do left-hand stuff, which was where I was going wrong. And I'm sure some of you are screaming at the screen saying, "No, what are you doing? Right-hand side, right-hand side." But anyway, thank you for being here. Next episode, I don't know what we're going to do, but it's probably going to be doing some fixes to these bus transportations, because I really have messed up a little bit. But hey, we're here, we're having fun, and most importantly, I appreciate you for being here. I really do. And until next time, see you again soon. Bye for now.